Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Personalize the way you see everything, and then conquer Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S-switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Welcome everybody to the day 3 of the ESL India Premiership 2017 fall season July session. Now we've already gone through and started the course of this fall season. Here we have in Clash Royale Haseeb, Iqbal and Azhar already leading the pack with 1 victory to his name there. Now this edition again, like the previous one, like the previous summer edition, has been brought to you by Welcome everybody to the day 3 of the ESL India Premiership 2017 Fall Season July session, brought to you by Oman by HP, HyperX and Zombie by BenQ. My name is Vagish Gosleban, your host for the ESL India Premiership, and right now, moving through the game, since we've already started the journey, we are on day 3 currently, like I said earlier. In Clash Royale specifically, Haseeb Iqbal Nazir has already established his footprint there as the leader of the pack. In fact, all the other games are now slowly and steadily getting newer names, newer faces who are vying for the top spot. And we have just begun the fun, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody joining us on the Facebook page of ESL India Premiership and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India Premiership. Firstly, I welcome you all. Secondly, let's take a quick look at the upcoming Clash Royale Best of 5 match. It's happening between Arpan Christian and Haseeb Nazir. Now, Arpan Christian specifically, if you guys remember, is our summer season finale winner. So let's quickly take a look at these two players. Now, starting with Arpan Christian, now he's from Surat and he's a +2 student now. He began his journey in ESL India Premiership 2017 in the Clash Royale Challenger League of the summer season. Strong performance in the May session of the Challenger League helped him get promoted to the June Master League, wherein he also managed to attend the summer season finale in Mumbai recently, where he amazed everyone and took home the winner's trophy. Now, we expect no less from this young man in the new season of the ESL India Premiership 2017. So everybody from the Clash Royale community of India is rooting for this chap, whereas Haseeb Nazir has started off on a strong foot already. He's from Mumbai. He's been playing the game since it was available, and he stood first in the April session of the Clash Royale Master League. But since then, his form has deteriorated as the months of the summer season went by. Now, he almost got relegated to the Challengers League at the end of the June session, but strong performances in the playoffs helped him to retain his spot in the Clash Royale Master League there. He managed to attend the summer season finale of ESL India Premiership 2017 in Mumbai, but he could not make it past the first round. Now, he also, like I said, since he attended the summer season finale, he could not make it past the first round, whereas Arpan Christian, his opposition in today's game, is the champion from summer season finale, and Haseeb right now is already 3 points up and leading the board. So we have to wait and see as and when our caster for this game takes us through this game, so that we find out whether Arpan can continue the charm or whether Haseeb takes the game yet again. This is the ESL India Premiership 2017 fall season, ladies and gentlemen. The games are just about to begin.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. This is day 3 of the July session of the fall season. I am Manoj Supergola and with me is Arpan Shariari. We're both going to be casting a nice little clash match for you today. It's going to be Haseeb versus Arpan. But before we start, since neither player has made any moves, Arpan, who do you think will win?
I'm gonna root for Haseeb.
You're going to root for Haseeb?
Yes.
Why is it that?
I've seen him play in the last season and I think he was really good in that. So I have high hopes for him. Arpan as well has played well, but I don't know, he's kind of using the bats and the lava hound. I think he's trying too hard over here, while Haseeb's deck is looking more relaxed to me.
Okay, so thank you for that input, but you know what? I'm gonna say that I can't support either player because you know Haseeb, I've followed his decks for a while. I know I've completely shit on his use of the golem, but his particular deck has helped me reach high. I've in the legendary arena, no, so not legendary, Hog Rider arena because I followed his golem deck. So I don't know what's gonna happen. For now, I'm gonna cheer for Arpan because he won the last finale. But this is anybody's game. Looking at how the clashes are going on the right lane, I think I'm right in saying this is anybody's game. Both of the players have been pushing back and forth, losing little bits of HP from their tower, but nobody has gained a considerable elixir lead. So I guess what will happen will happen. Yeah, both the players are using pretty standard decks. Arpan has been using the new bats that have been released pretty recently, while Haseeb has been using the graveyard and poison combo deck. We've seen that quite a bit on the ladder and in the ESL India Premiership as well, but we'll just have to wait and see how well it will work against this deck. Lava Loon coming out from Arpan. Will they make it to the tower to do some real damage, or will they just die somewhere else? The Lava Hound is doing its job, tanking a lot of damage from the tower, allowing the balloon to, bring the tower down with 3 hits. And right now it's moving on to the King Tower. Will it get one shot off? No, it doesn't. It just dies and leaves its bomb over there. Haseeb looks like he's in some real trouble right now. Unable to answer the Lava Loon deck with any of his own. Primarily because he doesn't have much anti-air. He has the log, he has the graveyard, he has the poison, but what happens if the flying units just move out of the poison, right? They have nothing else to distract them from. So 5 seconds left. Yeah, I think Haseeb's going down. First match going towards Arpan. Congratulations, Arpan. 1-0 in favor of Arpan right now. So that was a pretty brutal game for Haseeb, I would say. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed that match, and we're going to jump right into game 2 as soon as it's ready. So please stay tuned. And we're back in game 2. And in case you guys are wondering why we are doing a replay, this is because I understand that you guys might be disappointed that we are doing a replay, but trust me when I say I don't know the outcome of this match either. We are watching it live as it can get. So Arpan has switched to a bandit and a ram deck. Looks like he has a tiny little baby laser dragon to bring up the defense. Again, we see a lot of elixir being consumed on the right lane. That ram does not make contact with the tower, but it was disrupted by a very value log right there. Bats do get a couple of hits off on the tower, bring it down to 2199 HP, but again, a tower that's not dead is a tower that's not dead. But in this matchup, Haseeb has the poison and graveyard combo, which is pretty powerful against Arpan's current deck right now. Let's see if he wins this. Big stuff happening along Arpan's right tower right there. A graveyard poison combo, practically doing nothing. Bandit distracted by the tombstone right there. Ooh, destroyed before she could charge back into the tower. Again, Haseeb instantly loses his star as soon as Arpan's units reach it because, you know, again, he doesn't have much defense against air units. That Inferno Dragon does quite a bit of damage if left alone. How unlucky for Haseeb that he doesn't have a zap or lightning or anything to stop the Inferno Dragon from destroying his star. So yeah, again we see a bandit rushing into the tombstone right there and rushing back to the ice golem. You know, there's so much stuff happening right now. I'm having a little trouble just covering everything, but you know what I hope from this? I hope Haseeb at least comes back with a 1-1 equalizer, or at least we go into the fifth match at least. Arpan is the winner of the season finale, and I see somebody coming to join me for this cast. I just want to say hi to one of my best friends in the entire world right here.
Yes, and I'm back to casting after a long time, Gola. And there's quite an exciting game here, but it seems to be at the end of it.
Yes. So again, Haseeb loses this one to Arpan.
Yep.
Bringing the score to 2-0 in favor of Arpan. What do you think will happen? I hope Haseeb comes back with 2 more games so that we can go to Game 5.
Game 5 is just a dream come true, Manoj. It's been from the beginning of this, you know, it goes to Game 5, it feels good. Remember the time when Haseeb used to just
spam golems?
I think that we can never forget that. That's it's like a, you know, it's like one of those legendary moments that we had the opportunity to sit through. So it's nice.
Let's hope Haseeb doesn't disappoint us and goes to, you know, at least wins this one. And looking at the decks, like right off the bat, I think Haseeb will win this one because the Three Musketeer deck is really, really powerful against a Lava Loon deck, which I think Arpan is using right now.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to see this happening right now. And Manoj Gola is sitting here now and being at this phase, like this is phase 4 of this whole cup. And
hey, I thought we were going at the July session.
Sorry, the July session. This is the 4th month of this, and Clash Royale has developed so much since then. From the day one where Haseeb used to be tormenting all his opponents to now where Haseeb is getting destroyed or completely countered. It has come a long way, and we had the privilege of even seeing new cards being introduced to the whole deck. So
yeah, we're seeing the Inferno Dragons, we're seeing the Lava Loon decks, which are a pretty recent addition to the meta actually.
Yeah, and we see the meta playing right now, and we saw how the meta actually changed because of that Golem deck, where they introduced cards just to counter that because no one could counter it.
And now we see Haseeb using the same Knight which that destroyed his Golem deck so many times.
Yeah.
You know, Haseeb has that Elixir character down, and Arpan really doesn't have any counter to it. He has to use a Fireball if he wants to, you know, stop it from being productive, but he has to reserve the Fireball for the Three Musketeers.
What level Fireball was that? Actually took out the Musketeers one shot.
No, so the Musketeers were already low on HP from a zap.
Okay, I didn't see that, sorry. Since you're hogging the screen.
So he released a Lava Hound on the right and a Balloon on the left, and both have managed to make their way to the tower and do a bit of damage. 600 HP left on the tower on the right, but we see a second Elixir coming down.
This is quite a large investment here by Haseeb now.
Let's see if it pays off. This is a very well-timed Elixir character. Look, we are just entering the last minute, which is double Elixir time, and this is when the Three Musketeer deck truly shines.
Yeah. Now we're going to see some serious action coming in. Double Elixir has been activated, and let's see what happens. Is it gonna? Did that connect?
No, I'm not sure. We're gonna have to watch the replay of the replay again, but it doesn't matter if it connected or not. Look at that. From one shot, the tower went from full HP to 370, while the tower on the right for Haseeb goes down to a to a balloon.
Yeah, and look at that. This is going to be quite crazy things happening right now. 30 seconds left on the clock, and things are going down. Let's see what's going to happen here. Who's going to take the lead? He's completely surrounded with those minions, and the minions are making their way across. Can Musketeers actually take the aggro? Oh, nice zap coming in. So here we go. 3 Musketeers are out on the field doing a lot of damage. 10 seconds on the clock. Let's figure this out. Musketeers on the other end also. A fireball to... Okay, one of Musketeers did survive that.
Okay, so we're going into overtime.
And no, we're not.
We're not going into overtime. That was quite sudden. Haseeb takes the victory.
Yeah, Haseeb now in 1-2 in favor of Arpan. Haseeb actually taking that game off him. That's pretty exciting. So why don't we, Manoj, why don't we just move up just a little bit so we can get...
So while we wait for the next game to happen, you guys listen to some cool music from the ESL India Premiership.
There's no cool music right now. We have to get into the next game. So why don't we get the next game on the screen right now? Let's get into it. All right, here we go. Haseeb on the top, Arpan at bottom. Good luck's coming out. And what's the changes here? Do we see any changes? Arpan
No,
seems
we
to be
see no
supporting the
changes
same
at
deck.
all.
Yeah.
Both players have stuck to the same deck, thinking if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe Arpan assumes he just misplayed a little.
Yeah. Let's see if we can make a comeback now.
So
And
2-1 in favor of Arpan right now, but I hope this particular match makes a small difference.
Alright, now screen has gone pretty far from our eyes now, so we're trying to see it as best as we can. Gola, can you see?
Yeah, I can see fine. Besides, I have this tiny little screen in my hand right now too.
And there we go. We've managed to match this pretty closely. And there we go. This should do the trick. Yes.
So again, I want to stress that Haseeb has put down an elixir character and Arpan has nothing to counter it with except with a fireball. But if he uses the fireball for the elixir character, he has nothing to counter the 3 musketeers with. This is quite a predicament for Arpan, and I'm sure this is going to go the same way as the last match, with Haseeb taking a tower or 2 in the last moments of the game.
Nice zap fireball combo coming out, clean out the musketeer. Thumbs up also coming out. Haseeb realized, a lava loon, the balloon coming out on the left will be able to connect one hit. Yes, it does.
It might connect 2 or 3 actually. No, it's just 2. The bats from the Night Witch have managed to destroy it before the third hit. Sorry.
Does he have actually a good counter to that? Another elixir collector going down and 10 seconds before the double elixir time starts. And is this going to be the same replay of the last match?
You know, last match Haseeb was in a more advantageous position, but now both of his towers are well below the HP of Arpan's own towers. I am guessing, since this is the last minute of double elixir, Haseeb is going to win, but he's going to lose a tower first.
Do you think that balloon is going to make it? I think he'll be able to drop one bomb at least.
Yes, it does.
He does. And that will take out the tower. Arpan already on to a good start.
But look at that huge push coming down on the right. That push is going to take 1 tower, and if he is lucky, he might do a lot of damage onto the king tower of Arpan.
Yeah, and there we go. He's able to connect a lot of bats on the field. Actually, I can't even tell because they look very similar. And
there we go.
Take out the tower on the left while we were watching to the right hand side.
No, I was about to say that Ram is going to make contact and do a lot of damage to the tower, but it just managed to bring it down. Look at that, Haseeb brings down 2 towers.
Nice double pronged attack there, taking out both sides, and he was in a bad spot there, but I guess double elixir and the elixir collectors really kicking in there and getting him up there up to the speed. And now score should stand at 2-2. Yes. And the screen says 2-2. This is finally going into game 5. And let's wait while we start game 5. What do you think so far? What's going on?
So I think Haseeb has basically figured out Arpan's strategies and is basically outdrafting him. He basically outdrafted him for the last 2 games.
But that strategy is going to be, he's going to change his deck. What's going to happen then?
You know, honestly, we know Arpan has won the summer finale.
Yeah.
But Haseeb is the more experienced player of the lot, and I'm sure whatever Arpan comes up with, which is now very good. Oh yeah, he has. He's using a ram. He's using a tornado.
And now Haseeb is is Haseeb ready for this?
Oh, I'm sure he's ready. He just has to find a way to avoid the executioner from killing his own musketeers. If he does that, he wins this hands down.
All right, let's see both the players holding their cards back there, and still trying to make up their mind. Arpan holding on to the skeleton.
Yeah, honestly, in this, Arpan's deck is more about making the other guy make the first move, defend well, and then come back with a huge counter push. But that is Haseeb's strategy as well. He
Already
is
down to 45 seconds.
nobody's played a card yet. No
This is what
information
happens.
revealed.
This is why we love best of fives, guys, because people literally stop playing.
It's
Lot
a
of-
stalemate. Look at that. They're
Lot
just
of emoticons
emoting.
coming out, yeah. A lot of emotes coming out there.
So
And
that has been a whole minute without a card being played.
Should we just literally ask, like, hey Gola, how's the weather down there where you are? It's getting pretty hot under these lights. We don't need these lights for our casting. We can
True,
turn
true,
them down.
true.
It's not like we're on front of the camera. Finally, someone
Finally.
drops a card. 1 minute 15 seconds into the game, someone decides to drop a card here. So, my God. All
What
right.
is happening?
So Haseeb literally has the same deck. He's not changed anything. Arpan has some surprises up down his sleeve.
So he's gonna tornado and use the executioner to defend.
And it actually connects.
Wow!
Not only does it connect, the units are still hitting the tower. This is bad news for Arpan. My God, was he not prepared for this? What happened, Gola?
I hope for his sake and for his future in esports that was lag and not a misplay, because that was one of the worst moves I've seen so far in the Premiership, in Clash Royale in general.
My God, that's a strong statement coming out of our main caster of Clash Royale of ESL India Premiership.
Like I said, I've repeatedly told my Masters players the same thing. No mercy. If you suck like Haseeb, I will shit on you like Haseeb. But Haseeb's really
Let's
right
not
now.
point fingers. now, listen. Imagine now we wasted so much time in the beginning. Very little time left for Arpan to actually make a comeback in this match.
Again, Arpan's deck is all about countering the push and coming back with a strong counter attack. But if Haseeb doesn't make the move and uses his musketeers and stuff only to defend, where will Arpan find the momentum?
He won't, and he's running out of time. He has no time left. Calls good game right now. This is gonna be GG.
Yeah, 20 seconds left.
One
I
mistake
think
costs him that game. And listen, people who are watching this and who wants to get into Clash Royale, you can make mistakes like this. These are pros making mistakes. Like I think I'm saying it's lag, man. We can't expect Arpan to make this kind of mistake.
Right? Look at the Arpan just activating Haseeb's King Tower just for fun.
Yeah.
That's like a tribute or something.
Yes, and Haseeb making a comeback. He was down 2-0.
This has been this has been a rare occurrence in the ESL India Premiership. There was only one other time where somebody has come back from a 2-0 deficit into a 3-2 victory, and it was Ruben.
Wow. It was actually great pleasure for me to actually meet all the players at the LAN finale that we did, and it was quite amazing to meet everyone and just see how short and skinny they are. Seriously,
Were you surprised at how young some of them were?
Yes, they are. They're actually very young players.
Arpan is 17.
Our future is in good hands.
Yes.
I would say these 17-year-olds, they're going to develop. They're going to get better as we go along. And did we get to see Prashant? We didn't see.
No, Prashant wasn't able to make it.
Yeah. It would be nice to meet Prashant also.
Hopefully, he'll come to the event in Hyderabad.
Yes. Let's
but before we leave you guys and subject you to our host Vagish, I just want to take a moment of your time and mention our sponsors.
Yes.
Gautam, you want to take this one?
Yes, it's ESL India Premiership, powered by or brought to you by Omen by HV, since I don't do this very often, since I'm behind the camera. HyperX, Zawi, and organized by the good folks at Nordwin Gaming, and that's us. That's our legendary line. It's been a long time, Gola, since I casted this. So that's it for us. Thank you so much for this. We have some Counter-Strike game coming up right now, and after that we have Dota 2. So enjoy that, and we are signing out. Thank you. Goodbyes.
Goodbye.
A very well contested match between Haseeb Nazir and Arpan Christian, our summer season finale champion there. A pretty close match altogether. In fact, Haseeb managed to only win this game 3-2 only after Arpan Christian made a massive mistake in the last game. In cashing on that mistake, Haseeb upped his score to 3 points and managed to win the game. Again, a second victory for Haseeb Nazir. Will this convert into the same old story from the summer season, wherein his first sessions, his performance is going impeccably well, but the subsequent sessions will tumble down? We'll find out more about this as and when the fall season continues. But for now, everybody joining us on the Facebook page of ESL India and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India, welcome you all. Slightly late, but better late than never. I welcome you all. This is the fall season of the ESL India Premiership 2017, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Zawi by BenQ. And for those who are still wondering who this chap is, well, my name is Vagish Godslevhan and I'm your host and anchor for the ESL India Premiership. Now, moving on, we have a Counter-Strike Global Offensive game in the offing between Entity Gaming and JMD Gaming. So let's quickly head off into both the teams and know more about them. Alright, starting with the Entity Gaming here. They're a Mumbai-based team and one of the top CSGO teams in the country. Now, they are made up of former members of Team Invictus, Invisible Wings, Brutality and Semperex. Now, the team wasn't quite consistent in the summer season of ESL India Premiership 2017, whereas they managed to finish first in the June online session of the summer season. They attended the summer season finale in Mumbai and were quite dominant in the playoffs. Unfortunately, the team could not beat Risky Gaming in the grand finale and had to finish and had to settle for a second place finish there. Then now the team had a significant roster change. This time around, the main player Semasai Sethi will be benched for a major part of the season due to his carpal tunnel syndrome injury. Now the player has a carpal tunnel syndrome, like I said, and he's playing, and and this entire injury is playing a painful affair for him. Now, he has been replaced by Ishpreet Hunter Singh, who played with Semperex in the summer season. Now, Hunter is a very talented player and a perfect substitute for Sai. We are pretty excited to see what this player can bring to the Entity Gaming table, whereas the opposition, JMD Gaming, they are based out of Bangalore and one of the most hard-working teams in the scene. In fact, this time around the team is led by Kashevao Ahmed. In the summer season of ESL India Premiership 2017, the team made their way to the Master League through sheer grit and absolute determination. Despite poor performances and going up against established teams, JMD still managed to retain their Master League spot, setting up some surprise wins. Now, they attended the summer season finale but failed to make a significant dent at the event. And a quick trivia fact that JMD Gaming is one of the first esports team to make an appearance on Indian television. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, D-Sport is the channel I'm talking about. Every day at 2:30 p.m. IST, you can witness for the first time ever some great Counter-Strike Global Offensive action only and only on D-Sport. That too throughout the course of the ESL India Premiership 2017 Fall Edition. So, moving on, ladies and gentlemen, we have a match in the offing between Entity Gaming and JMD Gaming. So let's quickly head off into that.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, one and all, boys and girls, children of all ages, humans, aliens disguised as humans, etc, etc. My name is Blay, and welcome to the game. It's going to be Entity facing off against JMD Gaming today. The map is going to be Cobblestone, just waiting on the players to join in. And there we go, we have everyone in, so we're jumping in straight into the game without much further ado. The JMD Gaming had a rough start to the event. They, I think they lost to Brutality in a pretty convincing fashion, so they'd be looking to... They are the underdogs of this entire tournament. They're going to be facing off against Entity Esports now, who are playing with a pretty interesting addition to the team, because Psychedelic, as we all know and love him, is kind of out of action for a couple of months due to carpal tunnels syndrome, which can, you know, mess up his entire career. So he's been told by his doctor to take at least a couple of days, at least a couple of months off. And now it's going to be Hunter instead who's going to be playing in his stead. over for Entity Esports. A-Star facing a lot of action. He's got no armor. Aim punch can be quite a problem, but JMD Gaming, they're not really looking for the fight. It's a pretty interesting setup coming out from Entity Esports, by the way. They have 3 guys playing towards A. Hunter is not saying anything yet, as we do see JMD now slowly falling back. A-Star just keeping them at bay, wasting a lot of his bullets. Doing a bit of damage to Hellfighter, in fact, who's on 33 points of health now. He's going to be holding the line, looking for any aggression from the CTs, but we do see A-Star edging around the mid doors as JMD Gaming. They have a Molotov, they have 2 smokes, 2 flashes, a lot of utility to work with. What are they going to do with this is the question. They haven't... Okay, Kashef setting up with the smoke. The bomb is falling back, however, by the looks of it. Pretty interesting. I'm not very sure what JMD's planning to do, to be very honest. They're waiting patiently, probably trying to go for this fake here. Smoke's raining in, flashbang out, and that's actually going to draw players out. The ace hasn't budged yet. Now here comes the play. Lucky will find A-Star, and now rotation's going to come in. Now they need to make haste, though. Wraparound's going to come from JMD. It's going to be Lucky's going to get another kill. Ace, however, taking the fight with Lucky. He's doing a lot of damage, gets another one. And Hunter, he's alone now. He's going to find Lucky, but does he know there's another man around the corner is the question, and that is going to be Kashif. He's not even going to bother to take the fight. He's going to get the hell out of there and make his way to the A-bomb, so where the bomb is planted, and Hellfighter is ready and waiting towards the mini balcony. For Hunter, though, there's nothing he can do. He's got to get an ace clutch to win this round for his team, but bomb is ticking away. I don't think he's able to pick up the kit. I'm not even sure if they purchased a kit, to be honest. Makes a little bit of noise. He's going to drop down, and he's not going to hit the corner, and it's going to be Hellfighter. Takes him down, easy peasy. JMD Gaming with a pretty well thought out round there. They actually played at one very methodically, had a game plan in mind, and caught Entity Esports completely off guard. They weren't expecting for that fake, so all the utility. And especially Lucky with the commitment towards the B bombs. They're getting 3 kills as well. That really shouldn't have happened. As we do see a small little technical pause getting called. We are waiting for, I think, Ruby getting dropped from the server. Should be back real quickly. But yeah, JMD. I really like that. I really like what they did. You don't really see many teams in India. The only one team who kind of stands out when it comes to the pistol rounds was the ex-D2D team, or they're known now Eternal Esports. Eternal Entity, very similar names. Hellranger used to, not just used to, even now, he has a tendency to go for, well executed, well thought out planned when it comes to the pistol round, and you don't really see that many teams going for it. Most Indian teams just go for fights or go for fast plays, not really thought out tactical executing the on a T pistol round or whatever, or a CT pistol round either. So it's pretty cool to see JMD Gaming. They are the big underdogs here. They've done a little bit of homework. I'm actually really surprised to see that execute. I didn't expect that from JMD, and that's well, there you go. They are 1-0. We do have Ribby joining back into the server, so he's going to be buying up. And interesting force buy here. Deagle on Excali. And okay, Excali is going to be wielding the UMP instead. And we have Hunter with the 5.7 and Kevlar. A-Star with a P250. Just a Deagle in the hands of Excali. We've seen him pull off some pretty crazy stuff, so with Desert Eagle. So let's see how this one's going to play out. Here we go. Entity. The force blind. They're gonna go for pretty much a very similar. Okay, A-Star. Need to help his teammate out. Ace is gonna get the first kill, and A-Star pushing it through. Oh my God! What? Kashif and Hellfighter line up for him, and A-Star survives on 1 HP. 1 HP. And JMD Gaming get completely, utterly destroyed. Wrecked. Ah, that just sucks. That's painful. And look at where Ribby's already pushed up to a snake. And he's gonna catch that mid drop, but spots out. Ooh, but then make it with a snapshot. But I don't think he's gonna be expecting Excali as well as waiting. They have so much map control, it's not even funny. And Excali reading it smart, spots out. Then make rounds of a lot of bullets, manages to land the 4th one. That make it on 20 HP now. But they're trapped. They're in a rough spot here. Lucky hasn't budged yet. He's waiting for his teammate to come before he goes for a play here. But the problem is Hunter is waiting with the 5-7. Lucky if he's not careful. He's in for a wall of paint. That is going to be the first casualty. Hunter tapping away. Won't get the second kill. But now it's all on Lucky. 76 points of fell. He's got the AK. He's got the bomb, which he hasn't picked up at 33 seconds on the clock. He's got to go for a play here. But there are 2 players waiting. And it's going to be Ace. He's going to get the kill with the Galil. He should pick up the AK as well. Actually, it's going to be... Yep, Ace picks up the AK. Ace will pick up the Galil. Drop by his teammate. And that is going to be a round that really shouldn't have gone the way. Should not have gone the way of Entity Esports. Gaming are going to be very annoyed about that. Credit where it's due. 2 huge kills from A-Star. I don't think he even pop flashed his way out of the smoke. He just went in dry. No lube, just pushed him through the smoke. The lineup for him perfect. And Peter50 doing a lot of work. I thought it would be the 5-7s or maybe the Deagles which you do the heavy lifting. But now it's going to be a fast play towards B by the looks of it. And they have Ace and Excali, and it is going to be Ace who's going to get... Excali's actually going to get the first kill. Ace gets dinked, but he will still find a kill. Hellfighter will drop Ace, but Excali just duking it out with the UMP, trying to find one. Proud's going to get a kill. Oh, Proud! But he will finally get taken down. Ribby taking a Hellfighter, and I think there was a little bit of miscomms there. Maybe Excali not sure where the penultimate player died. But 2-1 will be the scoreline for Entity Esports to keep a few players alive as well. So 3 players alive, in fact. That's going to be pretty useful with the economy. JMD Gaming went for the 4 spike, got completely destroyed. Aced there, getting 2 huge kills, even if it was very low in health. And now, JMD Gaming. Glocks all around. What are they gonna do? Pretty much a throwaway round, and I mean, if they get a bomb down, that would be a huge achievement on its own, but for that to happen, I think... Ooh, okay, we might have a restore coming in. Ribby once again dropping out from the server. Internet issues, so... Yep, it is not a live round. We're going to be having a restore coming in. Hopefully, that should get sorted out real quickly. There we go. So, Mr. Ribby having internet connectivity issues. I thought they were all in their boot camp or something. Strange. And hopefully things will get sorted out. It's funny how you see this happen in all the big events as well. Like, you know, when something goes wrong, everyone's like, "Oh God, casters, please fix." We're a caster, man. We're not technically production. We're crying out loud. How are you people? Hopefully the lag issues should have been resolved as we are now resuming with the game. Here we go. Or maybe not. I think, yeah, we do have a restore coming in. Looks like money was a little messed up, but there we go. Should be starting the game again here. And hopefully we shouldn't be having any more trouble anymore. Hopefully. There we go. Everyone's back. Everyone's back in the server. Hopefully the lag issue has been fixed as well. Hopefully. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. All I do is talk about Counter-Strike. That's about it. But here we go. The game will resume 2-1 to Entity Esports. Entity. Fun name to pronounce. And JMD Gaming, full Glocks all around. They're going to be heading for, by the looks of it, well, just gathering around the drop area. Ribby's got a Galil. 35 bullets. There's a lot of bullets too. Do a lot of damage. Ace. Be sneaky. Okay. Trying to get some damage done. And Ribby is going to be waiting with the Galil. 4 players. Gonna give drop, and Ribby, oh, finds the Hitmaker actually talks to his own death. Ribby get a kill, goddammit, he gets taken down. He does a lot of damage to an Excali, comes in, all guns are blazing, and Lucky's gonna be the last guy, and A-Star's gonna take him down. Ribby, oh my god, how much damage did he do that round? He must have done so much damage. But unfortunately, Ribby will not get a single kill. But that's okay, that's okay. He will pick up the AWP. Just one casualty for Entity that round. And JMD now, Ik is all out. No ops though. I'm curious to see how the city side's gonna be. JMD Gaming, they opt for that heavy dual op setup over, you know, on the city side. It can work against some certain teams, but I wonder how Entity are gonna counter that. Hunter using the one-way smoke towards A halls. Waiting patiently. It's going to be Ribby. He's going to open things up with the AWP towards drop. Nice shot there. Proud is going to get taken down. In the meantime, Lucky's pushing pretty deep. He's waiting for Excali. Might be looking the wrong way. Yes, he will. Excali will speak out. Peekaboo, I see you. You're dead. Good night. Kashef left alone towards B plateau. Bomb still all the way right behind the drop. The bomb will get picked up as they look like they're going to be gathering for the B play here. Still a minute on the clock to work with, and for the CTs they have so much incendiaries and a pretty aggressive hold as well. We have Ribby with AW playing from the statue. On the bomb side, Excali just wrapping a few bullets through the smoke. He's playing distraction, just trying to keep JMD's attention on him as Ribby picks up a kill. For more, nice counter flash coming out again. Deathmaker completely blinded. Is he going to walk out again? Is the question. Another counter flash. Ribby being a little antsy. This is great usage of utility, keeping them, just holding them back. You can see a flank coming in as well. If they're going to go for a play, they need to go for a play real quickly. It's going to be Excali. He's going to find one. The last kill, Hellfighter. Oh! Hunter comes to the rescue from behind and takes him, executes him with the M4A1. And not a single casualty for Entity Esports that round. Convincing rounds coming from NDT Esports. They lost their pistol round very convincingly, but apart from that, they've just been on point. And JMD not able to get anything done on 2 full buy rounds now. So let's see what they do here. Tech-9s, Deagle, couple of P250s, another throwaway round coming out. And we do see Ribby once more with the AWP towards A long. Here's footsteps. Tracking that make it the nades on assailant. That is gonna, well, it doesn't do too much of damage. 20 HP taken away. And A-Star just tapping away with that AK-47. A very, very dangerous player indeed. The problem is if they're pushing towards door, Ribby's gonna get isolated. So I'm not a big fan of Ribby still holding this angle for so long. Although he does have info. Now A-Star's gonna call it out and Ribby should be careful. He's gonna try and make his escape, which he should. And A-Star is there to help him out if required. But Ribby routes off a shot. A-Star still holding the line, but he's going to be forced back to Ribby. Looking for more, finds one, but it's going to be A-Star who's going to get taken. Oh, actually, Lucky and Hellfighter. 2 quick kills now. Ribby is going to fall as well. What is going on? These pistols doing a lot of work. Now Ace and Excali left in a 2v2. And Excali has no idea where they are. They picked up guns as well. Bear in mind, they don't have any armor. Lucky trying to be cheeky, pushes in, but Ace will take him down, leaving it all down to Mr. Hellfighter with the AWP. I've seen him pull out some nutty shots, but this is not going to be that easy. Scope in. I think he spots out the sliver over there of Ace. Excali and Ace doing the right thing, playing together. 33 seconds on the clock. Hellfighter's got to go for a play. Slowly creeping in. Bomb. Fix it. Ace peers around the corner. Misses a shot. Misses a sitter. This is another one. Hellfighter. He can't afford to miss those shots. Ace. 100% clean off. And that is going to be the round. 5-1 to Entity. As JMD Gaming, well, doing a bit of damage considering it was pretty much almost a full eco. So they should be pretty happy with the way things panned out. Although they could have at least got the bomb now with a little bit of extra cash, but they will go for a full buy nonetheless. Entity Esports, their money looking pretty flush. All the losing 3 players in that round, something that they're not going to be that happy about. 5-1 now. JMD Gaming. They're proud with the AWP, looking for any aggression. She's going to be coming in from A-Star. Just go. Oh my god, A-Star. That's just disgusting. 2 kills in the flames. That is just balls to the wall. Like, just Typical A-star things. Pushes into the flames. Sits in the flames. Gets 2 kills. Thank you very much. He's done his job. He's dead, but that's okay. He's given the man advantage to his team. 4v3 in favor of Entity Esports. And now, Ribby. Still holding the line. He's got backup as well. Ace. Push up towards mid. And JMD to slow things down here. A minute on the clock. You're expecting Entity to aggress out again, which Entity won't be doing. They have a man advantage. They don't need to aggress in anymore. They don't need to go for any more info plays. They have 2 guys playing from A. They have 1 guy all the way towards B plateau. That's Excali. And Hunter just playing outside a window towards drop. So, you're going to hear the flashbang dropping out just to play from the E-box area or towards the rock. I like what he's doing. The count of the flash towards plateau for Excali to clear it out, because 38 seconds on the clock, and they're trying to get some info here. And now Proud does get a kill on the Ace. Ribby still holding the line. He hasn't budged yet. That is very ballsy from him. And it's going to be Ribby who's going to get the kill. Finds Proud. Immediately switches up his position. He's looking for more here. Deathmaker. Oh, Ribby drops down. This could be rough here. And I think he knows there's a guy. There's going to be Cash. It's going to fall to Ribby. Ribby, one more guy remaining. But it's going to be Deathmaker. It's going to take him down. It's all the Excali. It's still over their pillar, but the bomb has got to get planted. 10 seconds on the clock. Deathmaker, he's got to stick this, and he will indeed. He's going to be facing off against Mr. Excali, who is slowly creeping into APC. The timing is perfect for him. Deathmaker hasn't spotted him out. I don't think he has any idea, but he spots out his shoulder. And the flashbang as well. The ball that comes in, Excali won't be able to land anything. Now the bomb is planted perfectly for Deathmaker. This is a round he can definitely clutch here. Excali, he's just going to stick it. He's just going to stick it. Oh, Deathmaker. Oh, boy. That is just heartbreak. Heartbreak, Excali. Balls of titanium. Just sticking to the fuse. And Deathmaker was so sure, that he's going to peek out. Excali will clutch the round. There's going to be 6 rounds on the board for Entity. 6 rounds in a row. For JMD, though, it is max loss bonus money kicking in, as well as the fact that they did get the bomb down, so it's more money in the bank. AKs, armor, utility, fast play towards B, where it is going to be Mr. Excali and Ribby completely blinded towards KFC, though. He's going to spot a man out, but not able to take a shot. It's going to be Excali instead. He's going to get the kill. Ribby finds one, looking for more. Nice shot there from Ribby, but Proud will take him down. Hellfighter in the smoke. What can he do? He's stuck in plateau. The bomb is dropped. No man's land as well. Left 3 CDs for him to find. So many players. Excali's going to show himself. Hellfighter, nice shot there. He knows where A-Star is as well, but Ace will end him. And that is going to be the round going the way of Entity. 7-1, JMD Gaming. They're not really getting anything here. 8k on Deathmaker, though he could drop an AK to one of his teammates. He'll probably drop an AK to Kashef if required. Instead, it's going to be Tech 9s around, all around. They're not going to go for any half-assed buy. Just going to eco this. And they can go for Tech 9 armor, because, yeah, they're anyways going to get $3,400 next round, so. 7-1. What are JMD gonna do? Hunter. Playing towards danger. Dangerous spot. There 4 Tech 9s are gonna be trying to rush him down. But he does have backup in the form of A-Star and Ace as well. 3 players. This is a nice read coming out from Entity. Hunter having an inkling there might be someone creeping up. Ace is waiting as well. This could be an utter massacre. Molotov's going to be tossed in incendiary. Cassius is going to push in straight through the flames. Looking rough here. A-Star finds one. Is going for the spray here. In the meantime, Proud gets a kill on A-Star. Hunter replies back. Ace, he needs to get more, but he's going to get taken down. Now it's going to come down to Mr. Ribby, but Ribby is going to be completely blinded, and Molotov's coming in as well. Hunter needs to stay alive here. Wait for his teammates to come in, because Excali is wrapping around. He's got Ribby with the AK this time. Looking to take the fight. Not that necessary, to be very honest. Excali has got their escape route completely covered, so they have to commit to A. They don't know this of course, but they'll be heading over to A where Hunter and Ribby. Not lucky. Hunter hasn't shown himself yet. Excali's going to get the kill from Deathmaker, and that is going to Hunter to finish off Lucky. So they did lose a couple of players, but again, Entity losing few players where they really shouldn't against these anti-ecos. But then again, it was Tech9's and Armor. They went for a right gamble. 3 players playing towards A. Slightly aggressive hold though. Rather have played a bit more passively. But then again, they probably would have expected a force buy from GMD, considering the fact that it was max loss bonus, and then they didn't get the bomb down, but they did have money. So Entity probably expected them to go for a force buy, which is why they had that particular setup, which is not ideal since it was Tech9's and Armor. But then again, even I was surprised GMD didn't go for the full buy. Hunter now playing towards A halls, and look at A star. This is ballsy. Ballsy. Go for the spray, and a Hellfighter is gonna scare him away, take him down, whittling him down to 63 points of health. Hunter still holding around towards the haystack area. Ace waiting. Towards Tropics, Cali towards B. Ribby with the AWP this time around. So here's what's happening. Here's what's going wrong for GMD is they're not really getting any map control. They're getting virtually no map control. Hellfighter and Hunter meanwhile separated by smoke. The smoke's going to dissipate any moment right now. Then both of them are going to be exposed. Hellfighter not expecting Hunter to be waiting. And that little cranny over there. And Ribby misses the first shot. He's going to re-peek out as a question, and the flashbang comes out completely blinded. He should be asking for a flash from his teammates, but the smoke's gonna come out, and Ribby spots it. Oh, he legs him through the smoke. Flashbang as well to make his escape, and he's getting the hell out of there. Excali is there, Ace is there as well, but the bomb is making its way towards A. That's interesting, and I think 100 spotted them out. So whatever they had planned might be working out here. Passion's gonna find A star. But Excali, ooh, lucky with a nice shot on Ribby. Now it's all of a sudden it's all on Excali, who's waiting patiently. Power finds Hunter. It's finally got to go for the kill here. Lucky around the corner. Excali, though, he's going to get a shot. Yes, he is. Of course he is. But now it's all on Excali in a 1v2. Bomb is going to get planted. Deathmaker and Proud. And Deathmaker's already playing the post plant here. And both of them, in fact. Proud playing from the... Oh, goes for the spray through the door. Excali whittled down to 25 points of health. He's got to go for a hero play. He's got a kit, but no utility to work with. Trying to get at least 1 kill. Spots out 1 man. He has no idea where Deathmaker is. Deathmaker doesn't need to peek, doesn't need to show himself. Proud's doing all the work, just waiting for his teammate. Flashbang comes up. Proud. Excali now knows where both players are, but he's going to get taken by Proud. It's finally GMD to get a second round on board. But yeah, that took a while. We do have a timeout getting called by Entity. I'm not sure if it's a tactical... timeout. I think it's attack pause getting called by Entity. They do have a lot... interesting. Decent money to work with. Hunter's got 8k. He can easily drop a gun to one of his teammates. Excali can drop to another one of his teammates, or... yeah, they can buy pretty convincingly. Nice round from JMD, though, especially the fact that the guys in B got more kills than they should have, to be honest. But nice round overall. The 2 rounds they won so far has been basically about faking B and getting the bomb down at A. And the 2 times I've tried it, it's worked out perfectly for them. I'm curious to see how this entity is going to play, because without Sai, I mean, let's be honest, Sai was their best player. Sai was definitely the team's best player. In my opinion, perhaps the best player in the country. Overall, just looking at his mechanics, the way he approaches the game, a lot of things, a lot of factors taken into consideration. But without him, this team is definitely weaker. Hunter is a pretty good addition. I mean, this is a guy who's been floating around the scene for a while, playing. He's kind of like a mercenary, playing for different teams. Now he's going to play with Entity, but those are massive shoes to fill. So he's got a lot of work to do right now, though he's being very effective. But then again, it is against JMD Gaming, taking nothing away from them. But I mean, they are the massive underdogs in this game. So Hunter, I'm curious to see how he's going to play against the other teams, like the Brutalities, like the Semperexes, and of course, Risky Gaming. Eight to 2. Here comes a resume any moment right now. Those of you probably wondering, where is Mr. Archie Fett? He is on vacation. at the moment, which is why you guys have to bear with me. I know you guys love him, and he'll be back soon. He'll be back next week. So do we have another timeout getting called? It's a little strange. I'm not sure why they're calling for the secondary 2 timeouts in a row. That's curious. Maybe a technical issue perhaps, but yep, shouldn't take long. Should hopefully resume. I'm actually curious to see how this season's going to play out, because after all the roster changes and roster shuffles, I had a couple of discussions with a couple of guys in the scenes, and here's the thing, right? You expect the roster changes to make teams better, but overall, I think most of the teams who've had roster changes have actually come out worse than they were before. The only team who I feel probably look a little bit more solid is Semper X. They look a little bit more better with the roster changes they've had. But apart from that, I think most of the teams, they look pretty okay. Scorchers as well, aka Wolf. I guess they look a little better as well. Apart from that, most teams have actually come off. I don't think the roster change is going to really help them out. Shooting Monkeys look really, really weak. Semper X, the only reason I think that they've come up on top of this entire roster shuffle season is the fact that they got Forsaken, who in my opinion is one of the most promising young players in the country. He's got a really good mind for the game. Not just about aim, he's got great aim as well, but you know, he's a player who really wanted many teams to pick up, better teams. So he gets a chance to play with Semper X. Let's see how he influences the team. But here we go. We're going to be resuming with the game 8-2 now. NTT Esports losing a round after an 8-round streak. And Hunter with the AWP. We've seen him with the AWP multiple times in the past. Right now, I'd say he's a secondary AWP for the team, apart from Ribby is usually the primary AWP. And again, the setup from the CTs. And they start hugging the wall. Just looking at the hay. The hay. In the meantime, though, Excali towards drop. The smoke is gonna hold off that push from Kashif. His Deathmaker is waiting with an op of his. Here's a problem, right? Okay, let's do a little bit of theoretical Counter-Strike, right? So they have no control of mid, the T's, right? They have no control of B platform because they have Ribby looking over here, right? And even drop, there's no control over drop. They have 50 seconds on the clock and they have no map control in the more important parts of this map, right? So it's really hard to go for plays when it's like that, because now the CTs can rotate in, they can get for info plays. I'm still surprised they have 2 players playing towards long here. Okay, A-Stars. Hunter's still there, still holding the line. That's curious. He's going to be proud. He's going to get the kill on the ace. I think that was a mistake by Entity sticking around too long with their default hold. Now it's going to be the replay coming out. Great entry from Proud. And Ribby on top of the tree. He's going to get taken. A Proud is just opening up the bomb site all by his lonesome. 3 huge kills for him. 3 kills without taking any damage. That's just huge. That is just bloody huge. A-Star does reply back. Does get a kill on Hellfighter, but it's too low. And it's going to be round number 3 for JMD Gaming, all in the backs of Proud. Single-handedly getting 3 huge kills on the drop. And all right, let's do a little bit of theory crafting, right? While the bomb explodes. So what went wrong there for Entity? Firstly, there were 30 seconds remaining on the clock. They still had 2 players playing towards here, right? And they had only 1 guy at drop, right? And 1 guy, I think, on top, boosted on top of the tree, and 1 guy playing from rock, like behind the tree. So what happens with the 30 seconds remaining? is you know a play is going to happen. You know a play is going to happen, right? You haven't spotted anyone here. You haven't spotted anyone in this area. So what you do with the 30-second remaining is one guy here starts rotating in towards pillar. You keep one more guy over here, right, playing probably towards danger. So if they go for a late play towards A, he has information. He can tell the teammates, hey, you know what? They're coming over here, so get your ass over to the A bomb site. Instead, they kept two guys over here. So by the time Proud got those 2 kills, the round was done. Even before it got a 3rd kill on Ribby, who was on top of the tree, the round was pretty much done and dusted because these 2 players over here were too far away. And that's a small little mistake Entity made that probably cost them the round. But taking nothing away from JMP, that was a great round, especially for Proud. Huge entry kills. And with that, the money's looking a little iffy for Entity. If they lose this round, they're going to get reset. That is going to be a problem. Ribby. The Max 7 playing towards Haystack. He's trying to channel his internal snacks. The snacks position. There's one player in the world who plays that like nobody's business. And he is not going to push out though. Max 7 is not good for the long range duels. Now I start playing from a slope. This is gonna be interesting. JB taking a bird.
That's all good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back again, but unfortunately, Blaze not with us anymore. I mean, he did not die, but again, you know, it's probably internet timed out. I have Ali with me, though, and we are going to go live with the game as well. The scoreline is 10-3 for Entity on Cobblestone. So Ali, I'm pretty sure you were watching the game sitting right there. What do you think about the scoreline right now, along with the lineup that is playing for GMD?
Well, right now it's 10-3 and JMD is eco, so there's not much to talk about. But I do want to mention Bangalore Internet.
Alright, so getting back to the game though, there is a new addition, that is Kashif. Now personally, I've played with this guy. I've played with him in 2015 for Extreme 5, and he's a decent player. And one of the weapons that he's really good with is the auto sniper. Now this might seem a bit weird, to be honest, but he's actually pretty good at it. And you know, if he has to hold an angle, but nonetheless, look at that. A-Star is going to be going in on the backstab. Hunt again the headshot onto Deathmaker as well. So opening things up, it's an eco round, so it shouldn't really be hard for Entity unless they mess up really, really bad. But that is a clean sheet coming up for them. It's going to be Lucky all alone with a P250. Well, nonetheless, it is going to be Excallion. It's actually A-Star. Never mind. Excallion, look at that. The A-Star, how did he die? But Hunter on the backstab is going to get the frag, and that is going to be the 11th round coming up for the CT side. And the cash, though, they're going to have about $2,400 coming in as a losing bonus. They have a decent amount of cash to work with as well, so they should be able to buy a preference right now, are they?
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have a full buy, but I don't see what they're going to do because it's been uninspired, to be honest, currently, the game. They haven't tried anything, and only 3 rounds on the T side of Cobblestone is pretty bad. And, well, it looks like they're going to go for a B play this time, but knowing JMD, it's not going to be a fast play.
Alright, so now one thing that I really want to point out right now is the fact that they have a triple op setup on the CD side. That's just next level of cockiness, to be honest. Like, look at that. Ripley has an op. A-Star has an op, which is a thing that I'm really most surprised about.
Yeah, I mean, A-Star is not really known for his prolific opping, to say the least. And I'm not even sure. He likes lurking around and things. Look at that, Excalli rushing in, B-flag with a flashbang, and he gets 1 kill only. And he's traded, but Ribby gets the trade for him. So these have come out on top for this engagement anyway.
And I mean, look at that. There was no respect at all from Excalli. Just went in like it's a bug, which pretty much it is. Like, look at the scoreline. It's 11-3 to Entity. It's unfortunate for GMD though as well, because they were talking about lineup change. And the thing that I'm most surprised about is the fact that they had a lot of options to talk about. But I guess the reason why they actually went with Kashif is because that he is from Kolkata and he does know how to communicate in the language as well.
Well, at least they went with the lineup change right after the summer LAN. I had said while analyzing their games that, you know, they need some sort of change, maybe some sort of change in leadership, or maybe just change in IGL, or even a player, and looks like they've gone with a player change, but it doesn't seem to be working, unfortunately.
To be honest, like, you know, I don't like, that's debatable again. I personally feel that, you know, a lineup change wasn't needed. What was needed was the fact, the change which was needed was the fact that they actually needed a change in the gameplay. So getting back to the game right now, let's all hold on to the point. Hellfighter is going to get taken down by Ribby, reducing it to a 4v2 in the field of the series. And look at that, Ribby again getting the second frag onto Kashif. And it's going to be proud all alone, being spotted, and Ribby, oh my god, did he get a quad kill? He did actually get a quad kill in this round, and that is going to be the end of the first half. The score is 12-3.
He's leading the scoreboard, in fact. That's pretty impressive.
Alright, I guess the analysis that we had for him at the summer season finale, I guess that is getting to him, and he's probably trying to prove a point right now. But like, getting back to it, it is going to be the second half coming up. The scoreline is going to be 12-3 in the favor of the CT side.
To be honest, come on, Entity is like a professional team, paid organization and things. I don't know about JMD if they're paid salaries or whatever, but Entity should be stomping every other team in the Indian scene. So hopefully they can close out this game and make a statement.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I mentioned that it was 12-3 in the favor of CTs. It's actually the terrorist side that the scoreline is in the favor of. And look at that, Lucky just going up, Ripley being taken out, A-Star leading the chart towards the B-bomb side. I guess we have the X-Rock, but there's no one towards the B-bomb side. Now, this is something that's really surprising, to be honest, but a lot of frags being exchanged, and Ace actually doing... Oh, never mind, Lucky doing a lot of them. Hunt again, the first one again. And trying to get the second frag as well. Is going to get taken down, though. It is going to be Lucky and Proud. In a 1v2, A-Star all alone. Has the Kevlar, doesn't have the C4, though. He has to go and pick up the C4. The CTs know where the C4 is, but I'm surprised by the fact that they're actually spreading out on the minimap, and they don't really want to guard the C4. Now, this is something that I don't personally understand.
Well, for the first time, actually, I've seen JMD rush, by the way. So they actually pushed A and caught Entity off guard, which was pretty cool. And they've left control of the C4 because I think Proud was too far away from Lucky. So that's probably a good call. Right now they can just go and defend the site, but if I was them, I would play in the connector together, not spread out like this. Like, look at the rotation time now. If once A-Star realizes that there's nobody on the bomb, Lucky is all alone at A and Proud is all the way at B plateau. And the rotation, wherever A-Star decides to go, and if he gets the first frag, he's probably going to win this round because of how spread apart JMD is right now.
I mean, yeah, this doesn't really make sense to me, and yeah, whoever didn't really get the rushing joke, because JMD is known for the slow pace style, and look at that, A-Star is just going to be going in, it's going to get spotted, Lucky holding off a really, not really a weird angle to be honest, but a really hard angle to be precise.
That was sloppy by A-Star. He had the time. It wasn't like, I mean, he had about 30 seconds. It wasn't like he was running out of time. He should have been checking his corners and angles there. But, I mean, can't fault him anyways. It was a 1-on-2, so you can't expect him to win that, but still, not bad. JMD win the pistol round, but now knowing them and how we saw them on D-Sport the other day, looks like they're going to, I'm going to bank my money on them throwing the anti-eco.
Throwing the anti-eco, that's a very specific choice of words that you have right there, but looking at the way the taste side has got up, I think it shouldn't really be that hard, but A-Star, look at that, oh my god, getting a double kill with inside the drop zone, and that's a really hard angle by the way that he was shooting at. Looking down, being on top, that's something that's really hard.
I told you so, man. It's okay, there was no need for Proud and Hellfighter to go for that boost. There was no reason. It's an eco round, right? Play ranges. It's an anti-eco. And you know they're going to be on a deck 9. Play freaking long ranges. But no. Here's my head. Please shoot it.
And that's one more thing I didn't really understand. You don't really specifically have to play inside the drop zone, right? When you are on an anti-eco. Yeah, when you're on an anti-eco, you don't have to play from inside the drop zone. You could be standing at the rock. You could be standing somewhere outside on the, or if we actually have something being showed up towards the B-bomb side as well. But getting back to the game right now, we have Deathmaker, Lucky, and Kashif. These guys can still pull it off, but the bomb has been planted, and they don't really have a lot of time. But look at that, A-Star with a third kill. Is he going to get an ace? Nope. Drippy is going to deny him, but still getting a triple kill with the take 9. The MVP standing it up and showing that it's not only Drippy that's performing in this game. It's also me, A-Star, who's also known for his aggressive playstyle.
Yeah, I mean, A-Star is their star player, right? It's right there in the name, so he should stand out. And there was some really good entry frags by him on drop, but even though it started by a mistake by JMD, still taking nothing away from Entity. They did a really good job there, but it was a standard call again. It's just, I told you so, by the way.
Yeah, so I'll go and appreciate Adi's insight on the game, knowing the fact that JMD was pretty much going to lose out on this anti-eco. Because of the fact that he has been watching the games, I've been watching the games as well, and this is something that is pretty much a routine for these guys, just like Brutality starting off really badly in the first half and then making a comeback and dragging the game so close that we hardly have any time to talk about the analysis.
Yeah, I know the game this afternoon by Brutality was an amazing comeback, man. I hope people caught that on D-Sport, because that was 11-4 down to come back and win that game 16-14. That shows some character, man.
I remember the last one, it was a 3-5 situation, and that was an amazing double fake coming. But getting back to the game right now, A-Star tried to get an entry, could not do that. Hunter has a Tech 9, and look at that, the amount of confidence he has. All he has is a Tech 9 on a map like Cobblestone.
But it's a good thing, right? He's the expendable guy right now. Go and get some information, but he falls back anyway off the back of that after spotting out Lucky, I think it was. But it looks like Entity's gearing up for another B take, but they're playing this slow. They don't want to give away anything because they know JMD's on a force buy. And just while I say that, Proud takes, kills Excali and gives Entity a man advantage. Sorry, advantage.
But I don't really think that is going to last for long, considering the fact that A-Star is so eager to go on and get that entry frag. I just hope that he doesn't really make a mistake, because the way he has been trying to go on, I think he's going to commit a mistake and get taken down as well. But he's really going up along with his team. And look at the flashbang though, on point, and Hunter getting the frag onto Hellfire as well. He's getting 2 kills with the FAMAS, and this team is pretty much showing JMD their place and saying that we are the best team in the country right now, and you should not be competing against us on Cobblestone, especially on a map like Cobblestone. Alright, Kolkata teams are known to play more on Cobblestone. This is a map that they really like.
So it's most Indian teams now. In fact, most of them, I think, other than Brutality, they all like playing Cobblestone, and I don't know why that is, because I hate this map. I think it's a terrible map. Except for the Dragon Lore drop, I don't think there is any reason to play this map, and unfortunately we haven't seen it much in the major either. Then Lucky here going for the save, and in fact he'll get Hunter and Ace. And looks like he is going to be able to save his weapon, and so is Kashif. So, but, well, although Ruby is on the hunt, but I don't think he'll get there in time.
It's surprising though, like, no, again, yeah, go on.
Oh, Lucky does die, and they lose the M4. That's just sad. But for people who don't know what we're talking about D-Sport, we have one game on YouTube every day and one game on D-Sport. It's a channel by Discovery's network. And every match, since we have 2 matches a day basically, one match is at 2:30 p.m. on TV. In fact, it's the first time on Indian television. We bring you the full game, by the way. No cut down versions, no nothing, with a lot of analysis by, well, Mamba and I.
Yeah, alright, so that is something that will only happen if the games don't really go extremely close. But getting back to this game right now, it's excuse me right there, but it's a really fight. It's not really even fight on the series side, but look at that, Ace start being so aggressive, getting a double, not really a double kill, but Ace coming in from behind and helping him out. And look at that though, the amount of time he took to get that kill, that was a bad spray down, but he still got the headshot.
Yeah, basically it's a full eco by JMD, other than Kashif, who managed to save the ump. So it was expected that it would go this way. But I'm surprised that JMD didn't force into this, because they are basically giving away map point to Entity. And I see this going, well, 16-14. Because the money is wrecked basically on JMD.
There's not a lot to talk about, and everyone in the chat, we are aware about the mic issue. We're really sorry for that. We apologize. We will fix it after this game, and hopefully the viewing experience should be really smooth. And everyone who was questioning if it's Adi and Mamba, yes, it is Adi and myself, Mamba, casting the game. And it was play casting, but nonetheless, right now, because of some technical issue, we had to sit and cast. But we're enjoying it. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. But yeah, the mic issue will be fixed. But getting back to the game right now, the CTs have bought up. They don't really have a lot of resources though.
Yeah, no op on Hellfighter, no op on Kashif or Proud as well, who are, I think, the primary 2 oppers for JMD. So it doesn't. It's pretty much a standard hold right now, 2 to 3, and it looks like Entity is going for the A play. It's going to be an A split, and I think a few well-placed smokes are going to come in.
And that's just going to take about 14 seconds of the time, but they have more than enough time to play with on the clock as well, so it should not really be an issue if Entity don't lose their patience. But look at that, Lucky just going around the corner, is going to get taken down, not quite sure what he was trying to do. Moving with an Ember while trying to spray down is not really the best option, and not the best thing you can do, and look at that. GMD is pretty much being taken down, and Entity just walked in.
Ace with that, he got 3 kills with the drop down flank, by the way. That was pretty kick-ass.
And Ace is practically just walked in because of that big sort of figure that he has in real life. It just seemed like a bully, and just walked in and got the frags on the players as well. But the scoreline is going to be 16-14. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Until the next game, until the next time, it is going to be Mamba and Adi signing off.
Long day, but we won't back down. One thing playing on our minds. Long wait, but we won't give up now. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. We are the champions of the night. We are the champions of the night. Yeah. We are the fighting type, the ones that burn so bright. We are the champions of the night. Can't tell if we're dreaming now. We watch as the fire falls down. One thing playing on our minds. Time stops and we don't make a sound. You crave the love I gave, and we'll do it again. A cold night getting warmer now. The ground shakes as our love gets loud. I'm ready to love. We're the champions of the night. I'm ready to
All right, an Entity Gaming win there against GMT Gaming. Congratulations, boy. Maybe this time around you're starting your journey afresh and turning over a new leaf in the fall season of the ESL India Premiership 2017 edition, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX, and Zawi by BenQ. Now, my name is Vagish Gotslebhan, and we are right now on the last leg of the direct broadcast on your various social media channels. That's the Facebook page of ESL India Premiership and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India Premiership, which is coming to you. This is the day 3 happening here right now, ladies and gentlemen. And right now, what we just witnessed was a Clash Royale match so far at 6:30 p.m., which went in favor of Haseeb Nazir. Counter-Strike Global Offensive match, which went in favor of Entity Gaming. They were facing off against their opposition, GMT Gaming. And right now, we have lined up a Dota 2 match for you guys between Team Intelligence Quotient and Team Akatsuki. Now, let me remind you guys before we head off into team introductions here. Team Intelligence Quotient is the team which came down all the way from Cambodia to come and win the summer season finale, which happened in Mumbai during the 1st and 2nd of July. So now, without wasting any more time, let's quickly head off into team introductions. Let's know these teams here. All right, talking about Team Intelligence Quotient here. First of all, now, like I said, they're a Cambodian-based team and very talented and enigmatic team in the region. In fact, last time I personally spoke to the team players. The biggest prize money they had won before attending the summer season finale of ESL India Premiership was $150. That's quite an up there, which we see, because their star player, number 7, Meng, boasts of an 8K MMR. And in order to qualify for the LAN finale and attend the LAN finale, basically, of the Premiership, they crowd-funded their travel. That's how sadly unsupportive the scene in Dota is in the country, but they are fighting it all so that they can maintain their reign in the ESL India Premiership 2017. Now they did something very similar, came here in the summer season finale, went back home with 3.5 lakh grand prize there, and they're expected to finish in the upper echelons of the Master League standings as the season progresses. Now let's take a quick look at the opposition here. We have Team Akatsuki here. pardon the term Akatsuki on the stream, which you guys can see. It's Akatsuki. It's a reference to this band from Naruto, if you guys don't know. Now, Team Akatsuki is based out of Nepal, and they are made up of the former roster for Medical, along with a few players from 3C4DA. Now, they are managed by Kunal Kunyo Timsilna, and the team is led by Sagar Mandara KC. Madara KC, and again a reference to Naruto here. Now, as for Medical, the team did not enjoy a good run in the summer season of ESL India Premiership 2017, and as Akatsuki, the team will try to begin their journey in the ESL India Premiership 2017 afresh and hope for stronger performances this time around. Now, whether this name change is going to help them, is this name change going to help them? First of all, that's for us to see as and when they face off against Intelligence Quotient as their opposition. So without any more ado here, let's quickly head off into the Dota 2, which is in the offing there.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. My name is Vivek, and today you're watching Team IQ facing off versus Akatsuki. It's a Cambodia versus Nepal matchup, and IQ have begun their run in the ESL India Premiership fall season with quite an astounding victory yesterday versus Team Go Figure. Go Figure, they're playing with a stand-in. Heck, I mean, their replacement to Deliverance had a stand-in, not taking anything away from them. They did put up a good fight, but unfortunately, IQ were just the better team. They're this team that cruises through the early game, doesn't bother too much about what's going on in the early game, but come mid-game, everything just starts to click together really well for them. The draft already underway. We're seeing a Venomancer ban, and it looks like Akatsuki have taken note and banned out the Omni Knight, something that CO Baby has been playing to fair amount of success. He ran it yesterday. He ran it at the LAN as well. But honestly, how do you ban against this guy? This guy plays safely in Lich. He plays safely in Mirana. Heroes that are forgotten and heroes that aren't considered to be meta really. And he somehow almost always manages to win with these heroes. Akatsuki, it looks like they're going the Go Figure route. They're picking up a lot of team fight. And with the Sand King and the Disruptor, then the team fight is quite sorted. It is something that Team Go Figure tried to do yesterday. They picked up the Disruptor along with the Earth Shaker and the Darkseer. But despite all of that apparent team fight, they just couldn't end up winning a single bout in the mid game. On the other hand, you're seeing a Ursa ban coming out from IQ. That makes sense. Fury Swipes is one of the better ways to deal with the life stealer. Akatsuki, on the other hand, are banning out mid heroes. They're respecting Kumi in the mid lane. If I'm not mistaken, it is Kumi who comes to the mid lane. Yeah, he was mid laner yesterday. And they're taking the Invoker and the Storm out of the equation. Fun fact, I did manage to sneak a peek at Cinderin's compendium predictions. And I think there is a prediction for hero with the highest win rate or the highest average win rate. And Cinderin chose Storm for some reason. I'm not sure if this can entirely be attributed to the fact that Sumail almost always wins a game when he's playing Storm, or whether that hero is almost an auto-win. Either way, Akatsuki, they're going to pick up the Razor, the anti-carry, so to speak of, and he's going to be looking to steal a fair bit of damage from Lifestealer in team fights and render him useless. In this question, they've gone with the Queen of Pain. So they've got a strong mid laner themselves. And Akatsuki here, I mean, they really have to look at options for the mid lane. You could run Lina, but it's quite easy for Queen of Pain to just blink onto your side of the slope and harass you down with Shadow Strike. You could do Clockwork into Shadow Fiend. Have a 4-position Clockwork, maybe put Sand King in the off lane and enable your Shadow Fiend with a fair amount of souls to start out with. And hopefully he snowballs from there. But instead of gone with the puck, this is a matchup that can go either way. I mean, you can pump fake the Shadow Strike and and maybe Puck. What am I saying? Maybe Punk. Maybe Puck might get carried away and pop the face shift just to dodge Shadow Strike, which wasn't really there in the first place. But I want to say this is a matchup that does favor the Puck. It's going to boil down to mechanical skill for sure, like the mid lane almost always does. But it is a matchup where Puck should be fine to some extent. Intelligence quotient, though, they're looking to pick up a support. Crystal Maiden wouldn't be too bad. In case this is an offlane Sand King from the look of things. I mean, Akatsuki, the draft, still has space to accommodate an offlaner here. So I wouldn't mind the Crystal Maiden. There have been numerous nerfs. You got a roaming support in the form of the Nyx Assassin. Unless, of course, IQ could always switch things up and send Nyx to the offlane. Or, I mean, you could do something like the Ogre, but it's not going to be easy to do much in the mid lane versus the Puck. You could pick up something like the Rubik, honestly. It's not too bad a game. You can, there's Burrow Strike, there's Static Storm, maybe even the Coil or the Orb or the Waning Rift. A lot of good spells to steal. It's a pretty decent game for a Rubik. And if that Nyx Assassin indeed takes up the 4 position, you could have the Rubik babysitting the lifesteal and lane. I mean, if ever there was a game for a Rubik, I guess this is one of them. But IQ, they're taking their time. What other 5 would be a good fit here? I mean, you could always do Warlock. Just disrupt all the team fight coming out from Akatsuki and even have the Fatal Bonds to work with the Sonic Wave. There is some team fight synergy there with the Warlock and the Queen of Pain. For those of you wondering who the hell Akatsuki are, thankfully the folks over at AFK Gaming did do a really nice roundup article on all the teams. And basically, there are a bunch of players from Nepal. They have a boot camp. Madara as well as Itachi Uchiha did play on For Miracle. There were two squads from Nepal last year. I mean, in the previous edition of the ESL India Premiership, one was For Miracle and one was 3C40A. 3C40A always came across as a slightly better team, but there's been a merger of sorts, and it's resulted in the Akatsuki. However, IQ, back to them, they pick up the Shadow Shaman. So they've got a good bit of lockdown, instant lockdown versus the Puck. And I like this draw ban coming out. I mean, the last thing you'd want is an absolute curveball coming out from Akatsuki where they put Razor in the mid lane, put Puck in the off lane. Both Razor and the Puck are really augmented by the aura coming out from the draw. So IQ not taking any chances there. And yeah, they round out the draft with the Night Stalker. You could run the Night Stalker in the offlane if you want to. I mean, teams have been experimenting, and the Chinese like to run him more as an offlaner. It's something I've seen VG do a fair bit, even LFY every now and then. But they also run him as a fort. The question is, who really benefits with the early levels? I mean, Night Stalker, if he's in the offlane and if he's getting EXP by the 4-minute mark, you can see him be, I mean, he could possibly be 5, maybe 6 if he's really lucky. But yeah, it indeed looks like it's a 3-position Night Stalker because CEO Baby's picked up a hero. So it's a 4-position Nyx and a 5-position Shaman. So it does mean that the Nyx is going to take a while to get his Vendetta up and going, and Lifestealer won't have a vehicle until the 12 to 15-minute mark, which makes sense because Lifestealer needs that farm, needs that armlet up and going along with his face boots, maybe even a Midas if he gets off to a good start. So yeah, it seems that Night Stalker is going to be the one soaking up some EXP in the off lane. But knowing IQ, they really don't run an off lane. I mean, they run their position 3 in the safe lane more or less. So if IQ are going to put CO Baby once again in the safe lane and let him farm all by himself and run an aggressive trial like they did yesterday versus Go Figure and like they did at the LAN, or whether they're going to switch things up this time around. Going to get the hotkeys up and going. This always takes a minute. There we are. Okay. And we'll quickly run through the lineups. On the side of Akatsuki, their last pick, the Abaddon, being played by Axel, Disruptor being played by Seor, and I can't just read his entire name for some reason. Madara going to be playing the Razor, Dreamy playing the Puck, and Sand King in the hands of Itachi Uchiha. On the other side of the river, for Team IQ, we've got number 7 playing the Lifestealer, Shadow Shaman in the hands of Love, Kumi going to the mid lane with the Queen of Pain, Night Stalker in the hands of CEO Baby, and that leaves us with Jing, the captain and drafter on the Nyx Assassin.
Brutal, savage, wrecked.
And for some reason, okay, it is a disaster. My hotkeys won't work. Okay, got to do the old school way. And speaking of the old school way, Itachi Uchiha goes to contest a rune all by himself, gets caught out. He's okay. So yeah, this time CEO Baby, he's going to be going to the off lane, yeah. And he started out with 8 tangos. So he's got I mean, enough consumables would be an understatement here. Mid lane, how's the vision looking? You've got this Radiant Observer ward looking over the cliff. It's an odd ward to drop. I mean, it does look at the mid lane. I guess that position was preferred because, hold on 1 second. There is something seriously wrong today of all days. Okay. Yeah, it is an unusual ward, but I guess Team Akatsuki preferred that position because it's not a common ward. It doesn't get dewarded easily, but it barely looks at the mid lane, barely looks at rotations as well. So it's not going to help him all that much, but it's going to give him a little bit of vision about the cliff. They're running a dual lane here with Axel and the Sand King. And this is not going to be fun for the Lifestealer. This is not a fun lane at all. They're trying to push them out of the lane, but Axel with the shield should be fine. The shield is available. He was about to drop it, but the shackles on point from Love make sure that number 7 gets the first blood. And a smart adjustment coming up from IQ. They did realize that they're not going to be able to hold themselves in this lane once the Abaddon and the Sand King get levels. So, well, they decided to move first and get the kill before the Sand King and the Abaddon start to snowball. Sand King did put that point into Caustic. Didn't get too much damage done with it though. I mean, Shaman's taken a fair bit of damage, but that's about it. Mid lane. It looks like Kumi is the winner here for the time being. 8 CS to Puck's 4, almost twice as much as the Puck, just 1 minute and 30 seconds in. And you got Disrupted just pulling, keeping the wave far away from the Night Stalker. Actually, they aren't doing a really good job because the Night Stalker has been able to lead some EXP. He's hit 2, and he's even going to push Disruptor away from his own field. Stops the Clarity from getting the Disruptor up to full mana, and didn't manage to really get that speed that he was looking for. Mid lane though, it looks like Kumi is having the time of his life. I'm not sure what's going wrong though. Dreamy should be able to avoid the Shadow Strike. Kumi does have 2 non-talismans, so he's got a whole lot of base damage more to work with. And hold on, I'm just gonna have to mute my mic because I'm getting a call from production. Okay folks, sorry about that. Mid lane, it looks like Kumi's come back for revenge. He did miss the kill. Kumi did end up going down. Meanwhile, in the top lane, they brought down the Abaddon once more. This tri-lane really working for Team IQ. The problem here is, okay, you know what? we have a config that is not working, and I have no idea why. I'm just trying to get it fixed as soon as possible. Ah, there it is. Okay, it's sorted. Sorry about that, folks. We had a couple of production hiccups. Hopefully, they've been sorted now, and we should be able to focus on the game. So yeah, Kumi goes down again in the mid lane. I was praising Kumi up till now, and yeah, while I stepped out to get my config working, Dreamy somehow managed to bring him down twice. But yeah, Jing is going to enjoy some alone time in the mid lane, catch up in terms of EXP. But yeah, this off lane, or what should have been a dual lane coming out from the Abaddon and the Sand King, has horribly failed. I guess you want them to dominate, but instead they've died twice. They've lost a fair bit of EXP. While in the mid lane, Dreamy is being chased by Zing. Zing, no mana to work with, no mango, but just the haste rune is enough to dish a fair amount of harass to the puck. It's 30 seconds till the 5-minute mark, so Dreamy doesn't have the shrine to work with just yet. He's got an Iron Branch and a Tango, and he's even got a bounty rune to pick up, so he's okay. Nighttime sets in, see your baby being aggressive. Itachi goes in with the Butter Strike, and he will end up missing. They got the glimpse, no kinetic field just yet. Disruptor putting 2 points into glimpse, 1 point into Thunder Strike, and CEO Baby gets pulled back and runs right out of there. Once again, Kumi really playing mind games with Dreamy. Pump take the Shadow Strike time and time again, and forcing Dreamy to use Phase Shift preemptively. He's playing around the cooldown perfectly, does get the screen away, blinks and aggressively, Sonic Wave gets the kill. Dreamy outplayed in the mid lane. While elsewhere, they've got the Disruptor. This time the Nyx Assassin is around. See your baby, he's got a couple of levels. Level 5, in fact, he's got boots to work with. See yourself, I'm not sure he's going to be able to run out of this. He's got the glimpse, he's got high ground as well. See your baby giving chase. He should be able to fly over the trees. He's got some extra vision to work with, but can't close the gap. And Itachi is pushing him away with those caustic hits. Tap down coming up from Mazara, stealing a little bit of damage. See your baby dropping low. He's got a shrine. No, he doesn't. Elsewhere, top lane, they do manage to bring down the Nyx Assassin. Actually, it was in the bottom lane. Akatsuki finding trades here and there. Not the most ideal of nighttime for a Night Stalker. He would have ideally liked that kill on the Disruptor. Didn't end up getting it. Axel, 6 minutes in, he's piss poor at this point. He's got a 4-man shield and an Iron Talon, and Love is only looking to make matters worse. Drops the ward, didn't have range for the shackle though. How's everybody looking in terms of network? You've got the Lifestealer sitting at the top. You've got Kumi in the mid lane with an Arcane Rune, but the Waning Rift is there, followed up by the Barrow Strike. Thunder Strike for good measure as well, and they do end up getting the kill. It's Itachi Uchiha on the Sand King who picks it up. So a decent start for the Sand King. He's trying to push the Lifestealer away from the Abaddon, but he's been fairly active getting kills here and there across the map. He's ideally looking to pick up those Arcane Boots as soon as possible. Considering that Sand King no more has a mana talent, the Arcane Boots or maybe a Soul Ring are almost always a must. Number 7, once again, he's queued up the Midas. It's something he likes to pick up on the Lifestealer if he's off to a good start. He did it yesterday, and why not? If you get it by the 8-minute mark, it's absolute value. Jing and Seo Baby on the hunt. Mid lane, Kumi being chased. Axel, no real lockdown on the Abaddon wicket. Kumi turns around, screams pain. And Seo Baby comes in from the back with the void. He wants Dreamy, he's got the silence. The Sonic Wave might just... I'm not sure if it flipped or not, but they are going to get the kill on the puck either way. Itachi's come in on the Sand King with the Barrow Strike. They want Jing. Elsewhere, Night Stalker chasing down the Disruptor. No real defenses on the Disruptor for him to get out of there. Itachi Uchiha on the Sand King dropping low. No mana to work with. Kumi wants to chase, but doesn't have the mana or the damage himself. And... it looks like IQ do end up winning that bout, picking up 2 quick kills. They also have a shrine to work with. And the first night time's been a reasonable success to see a baby on the Night Stalker. He's picked up the infused raindrops as well as the orb of venom. More than anything, he's got a lot of levels to work with, so the void really hurts. Mid lane. These two, they're having a real go at each other in the mid lane. Razor, I'm a bit concerned as to why he's lagging behind in terms of net worth compared to the Lifestealer. I guess this has to do with the Lifestealer getting a couple of kills. Yeah, 1 kill and 1 assist to the Lifestealer, while the Razor has 0 kill participation at this point. It's honestly a bit surprising that along with the Sand King and the Disruptor, they weren't able to bring down the Night Stalker. This time though, it's safe. And Zero Baby can't really run away. He's trying to TP out of there, will go down. Itachi Uchiha picks up his second kill. He's got something flying out to him in the courier. Jing comes by with a quick impale. But it looks like Sand King's picked up the magic wand as well as a couple of infused raindrops, maybe a clarity. Yep, got a clarity as well. I see you. What I see yourself. .C9G. If gamers ever became parents, we'd be horrible at naming children. Most of these names make no sense. Number 7, I see yourself. .C9G. Yeah, Chinese gamers would be the worst because they probably have the stupidest names ever. Anyway, I see yourself. He's being mighty stupid now. Sure, he's got the Sand King, but he's got to respect the damage coming out from Kumi, who seems to be building into a whale of discord. Fair bit of value when you got some magical damage coming out from the Shaman and the Nyx. Kumi, once again, perfect timing coming out from him. And this is the second or third time he's been running around the park, running circles around him and bringing him down in the mid lane all by himself. Also got a shrine. That's one of the best feelings when you get a successful gank and you got a shrine, and you can just reset without making a long trip all the way to base. It's really fulfilling. Top lane, Love on the Shaman, getting some alone time all by himself. He's sitting at level 5, while if you take a look at levels, the Disruptor has not done too bad himself. So Akatsuki, they're trying to hold their own. They've got a glimpse of the Night Stalker along with the Kinetic Field, which was maybe not as ideally placed as they would have liked. So you see your baby just going to run out of the Kinetic Field. They are seeing a whole lot of damage. Madara turns around, hits like a truck. Nearly 300 damage to work with, but here comes Kumi. He's gotten a Sonic Wave. He wants the Disruptor. Disruptor dropping low. See your baby coming in through the trees. They've got vision. They will bring him down. Itachi walks in. Burst Strike. Kumi does have Blink available. Will blink out of there. IQ once again get a kill and do not get punished. Madara even popping Eye of the Storm there. A 4K net worth advantage in favor of IQ. Itachi Uchiha goes in, Battle Strike, Epicenter. Can he chase him down? It is night time. And CO Baby runs like a horse, gets the hell out of there. And that's a Epicenter wasted coming out from Akatsuki. I mean, Madara wants this kill badly. He's just going to run him down. So he's got the moment speed, and with the Plasma Field along with the Phase Boots, they finally bring down the Night Stalker. But all of this is space for the Shaman to just drop the Mars Serpent Wards. And along with the Lifestealer, we're going to get a quick tier 1. Abaddon off to a disastrous start. I mean, all he's got at 12 minutes are Phase Boots to work with. I honestly wonder, this is going to be one of those games where he looks to build more aura-based items, which have value in teamfight, rather than getting what could be a 30-minute Radiance. Something like a Vladimir's offering, maybe a Solar Crash. Those items have a lot more value than a Radiance at 30 minutes. I'd rather see something along those lines. Dreamy, he's seated himself in this mid lane. He's trying to build a Veil himself. But clearly, Kumi's won the race in the mid lane. He's a good 1.7k net worth ahead of the puck. All in all, a good early game for Team IQ. Okay. Yeah, fun fact, they also have a coach who works with them on the side of Team IQ. We didn't see him at the LAN. I'm not sure if he did. His name is Frickin' J. And I don't know much about him, but I'm sure he has a fair bit of a contribution to Team IQ's success in the ESL India Premiership. Also did quite well at the TI7 qualifiers. If I'm not mistaken, they came up till the round of 16 and lost to EVOS. And yeah, that's that's a pretty similar fate. That's a pretty similar outcome to what happened to Entity Gaming at last year's TI quals. I mean, yeah, this is when Crowley was part of the team. They came up till the round of 32 and lost to EVOS. These guys came till the round of 16. And if I'm not mistaken, one of the very earliest iterations of Beyond Infinity, well, they came up till the finals and they ended up losing. Pretty much got second place. I want to say we're making progress, but we're actually going backwards as far as TI quals are concerned. Hopefully with Signify, things might change for the better. Signify are currently playing in the Challenger League. In fact, they're playing right now versus Team Burisa, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to alt-tab and check the score on that whenever I can. Anyway, back to the game. Smoke comes out from Akatsuki. They've got the Butter Strike, no Static Storm to work with for 90 seconds. In fact, they just dropped it. What am I saying? Kumi held in place, bought down, a Waning Rift to follow that up as well. And Akatsuki get the kill that they were looking for. See yourself, get some gold, and gets a little bit of EXP as well. Meanwhile, mid lane, you've got an Infest bomb brewing. Nyx Assassin on the hunt. Vendetta will be timing out soon, but Disruptor, they might just be able to bring him down before that Vendetta hit, followed up with the Impale, and it should be an easy kill for number 7. Butter Strike comes up from Itachi Uchiha. He's queued up the epicenter as well. There should be a kill, and indeed it is. So Akatsuki finding trades. They lose their 5, they get the enemy 4. All in all, not too shabby for Team Akatsuki. Number 7 though, hiding in the trees. Once again, IQ, after the phenomenal early game that they had, they placed a lot of deep observer wards looking over the Radiant jungle. Elsewhere, Shaman, he's got the Disruptor, not again. See yourself, brought down once more. 2 quick deaths on the Disruptor. And yeah, this deep vision coming out from Team IQ paying off. Kumi's got the Veil as well. Looks like he's building into Yules, which I really see the value in. Can dispel the Waning Rift coming out from the path. Maybe even shave off a couple of seconds of the Static Storm. But this doesn't need to be happening for Team Akatsuki. Their core getting picked off all by himself. And 16 minutes in, the net worth advantage at 6,000 in favor of Team IQ. They're cruising through this game comfortably. It's a rather unique feature of Team IQ. They never feel forced to do anything. I mean, a lot of other teams, it's almost as if, okay, we got a Blink Dagger on the axe, let's pop a smoke and look for a kill. But these guys, they just play the game, they enjoyed the game. And they just cruise through the mid game. And they make it look effortless, but there's a lot of thought and planning behind what they do on the map at this point of the game. They did get dewarded at this point though, so Disrupt is getting some much needed vision back in the jungle. Okay, looks like they're thinking of grouping up to push. Remy does have a Veil himself. It's really going to aid the Sand King and the Disruptor in the magic damage output. They're just going to back off. IQ, not ready to pick fights, not yet. And why should they? I mean, the Lifestealer, he's farming with the Midas. He's, well, he's sitting in an Ancient at this point. And, yeah, he's a good 3k ahead of the Razor in terms of net worth. Yeah, a fair bit of that can be attributed to the Midas, but, yeah, he pretty much just out-farmed the Razor. Itachi Uchiha trying to set up for a kill here, might just end up getting caught out of position, but Butter strikes into the side and TPs out. Do IQ really need to give Akatsuki so much time and respect? Was the question. All this is just space for Rapadan to AFK farm in the jungle with his Iron Talon. And yeah, it looks like he's gone for the Vlads. So more auras to work with for his side. Ancient Black Dragon poking at Akatsuki here. Uchiha goes in with the Barrel Strike. They don't have enough to bring down the dragon just yet. The Mass Serpent wards have been committed. The tower drops to less than half health. Jing waiting around with the Vendetta. Meanwhile, Kumi pressuring the mid lane. Glimpse onto Kumi's. What? What? What is that? That was not close. I see yourself. I see what you did there. Jesus. Off by a mark. I mean, I appreciate the initiative coming out from the Disruptor. Yeah, I'll glimpse him and maybe try and get a solo kill. But yeah, that was one of the worst static storms I've seen in a while. Maybe he got carried away. Heat of the moment. The pressure is real. I mean, the new side, they have boot camp in Nepal. So there is pressure to perform, right? And it really gets to you. So I can understand. You are playing one of the best sides in SEA. I could have said best side in India, but they're not really Indian. But whatever, you're playing a really good team. Tense moments here in the mid game between Akatsuki and IQ. See, baby, he's had enough. He just runs past the tier 2. They're chipping down this Abaddon bit by bit. Is TP support available? He's just trying to farm up his Blink Dagger. So IQ has slowed down the game. They're amassing a net worth advantage. But when you play this kind of Dota, if you do end up losing your next team fight, the goal could just swing right back in favor of Team Akatsuki. And this puts a lot more pressure on IQ because all the players are sitting on a fair bit of unreliable gold. Losing a team fight now could mean comeback gold for the opponents. But IQ, they're not looking for a head-on team fight. They're looking for a pick-off. Sing with the Vendetta. They see Dreamy. It's going to be hard to follow up with the Impale, but the Impale is there. Dreamy being focused does get the orb, but will end up going down. He's got buyback to work with, but doesn't want to buy back and jaunt back to the orb. Jing on the hunt. They see Axel. Can he land another Impale? It's coming off cooldown in a couple of seconds. They've got kinetic heal zoning them out. But at this point, Team IQ, they've done damage. They've brought down a core. While on their bottom lane, Kumi and Love just making quick work of the tower. The Burrow Strike completely missed. And Kumi just standing there, styling all over them. Finally blinks out of there. They could glimpse back the Queen of Flame. This time the Static Storm is on point. He's got the Yule Scepter to stay alive. Love walks in the Static Storm, walks right back, will end up going down. Does get picked out of the Sonic Wave on the tree along with the Stream of Pain. Will ensure that they end up getting a kill on the puck once more. Actually, they didn't end up getting a kill on anyone else, where I did hear an epicenter. Nick's trying to TP out of there. Not got too much mana to work with, and might just stick down to the Caustic. He's got Spike Carapace in a bit, but will go down to the Plasma Field. Yeah, Akatsuki end up winning that fight, losing the Disruptor. And like I pointed out, it's a gold exchange of nearly 2,200 in favor of Team Akatsuki here. And a huge EXP change in their favor. He's got the Yasha and the drums. So got a fair bit of movement speed to maneuver around these fights. I'm making good progress towards the Sanjay Yasha. At some point he'd like the Halberd against the Lifestealer. And if I'm not mistaken, it can't be dispelled. So if he gets it off before Lifestealer pops his rage, he could pretty much control Lifestealer for the entire duration of the fight. And then you're looking at Kumi on the Queen of Pain to do most of the heavy lifting in team fights. He's gone for the 12% cooldown reduction. Makes absolute sense over the 90 GPM talent. 12% cooldown reduction. That's, I mean, that's nearly an Octane core. Actually, wait, I'm wrong on that, but it's somewhat of an Octane core at level 15 or 20. Elsewhere, Itachi Uchiha gets control with the Sheath. They've held him in place with the Shackles as well. They've brought him down. That's a killing spree that comes to an end. Jing on the hunt with the Vendetta. He could pop the Spike Carapace and maybe look for a stun. He does follow up with the Impale, but the Razor just out of range. So I think he could spike Carapace and hit him, and maybe that would have controlled the Razor. Number 7 though, out of position, pops the raid, wants to fight, damage being stolen, the link being broken. Number 7 IQ retreating, but the coil is there. Dreamy controls them. A quick infest from the lifestealer, but Jane got in the static storm. It might mean the death of both of them. Elsewhere, a sonic wave, nobody falling just yet. They've lost Madara. They want more. Axel being controlled with the open wounds. They're trying to bring him down. Number 7 still alive to all of this. The wards are there. The borrow time kicks in. Axel trying to make a run for it. Gets held in place with the use. But Dreamy on the backline with the orb brings down the lifestealer. Is caught in place with the shackles. So the shield keeping him alive for a bit, dispelling the shackles. You've got Itachi Uchiha coming in with Barustra number 21. This time connecting on the shaman. They do end up bringing him down. Kumi still alive. The fight going on for a really long period of time. What a strike, epicenter, misses by a mile, but he's got the blink to follow that up. Queen of Pain though, with the blink of room, gets the hell out of there. See your baby coming in, he's got the ag, he's got more vision to work with. He's got the void on Itachi Uchiha, but I'm not sure if he's going to be bringing him down anytime soon. Night Stalker, just going to retreat for the time being. He's queued up a BKB. Interesting choice. Yeah, gem first. Okay, so he's got the drums, not used a single charge up till this point. Haven't seen the complete effectiveness of the Night Stalker just yet. He spent a lot of time farming, and this Ags, I guess, is going to pay for itself in the next couple of fights. You've got extra vision to work with. You can jump on the back lines. You can silence the puck, bring him down really easy. And that's what CEO Baby is looking to do in the mid lane. You've got Kumi coming in as well. They see the puck. Kumi goes in with the Shadow Strike. He's got the Yule Scepter. Veil of Discord onto Dreamy. Dreamy turns around, drops the coil. The gang's being foiled, and he's just going to retreat for the time being. Casual zoning coil. IQ pushing down the mid lane, deep on the radiant half of the map. Akatsuki, oh, Dreamy, got out of position with the shield stick. He's been silenced as well. No shield just yet on the bad end, but he's not going to be brought down. He's got the Solar Crest. He's going to keep the puck alive for a little bit longer. Kumi gets glimpsed back. Not sure what that was about. The kinetic field was dropped, but no follow-up lockdown just yet. CEO Baby thinking of going in. They want to kill, but it's just CEO Baby all by himself. Waning Rift onto the Night Stalker, and CEO Baby is going to retreat. It is night time. He's going to back off for the time being. Zinc, farming, uncontested, has a Midas and a Blink at 25 minutes. That's, well, I want to say that's more fun than a lot of position 3 Nyx Assassins end up getting. IQ leading the net worth charts by 10,000 gold, 26 minutes into the game. It's been a great start for them. The XP's been spiking a bit. I presume this small spike in favor of Team Akatsuki was on the back of the last fight that they won. But IQ, they've regained control. And speaking of control, Disruptor trying to get some sentries down, get some vision going in his own jungle. Not too much vision for Team IQ. They just got this one dire ward looking over this part of the jungle. That's about it. Good teams will have their eyes set on the next Roshan. And it's going to be the next key objective. Night Stalker pops the darkness. He's on the hunt. But look at this. Akatsuki too scared to farm a lane. They're just grouped up around the mid lane, all of them. And Madara, I'm not even sure what he's doing. They pop the smoke and he uses the plasma field. There's a good amount of synergy coming up from Team Akatsuki around the Rosh pit though. Oops, Buck does manage to find the Night Stalker. The Barrow Strike will miss. CEO Baby snaps the coil, stays alive. Can fly over the cliff and will do just that. Elsewhere, the Infest Bomb makes sure that the Disruptor dies. No static storm here. Madara being controlled with the shackles. That's the Razor who's done nothing for the entire duration of the fight. The Sonic Wave was there. Border time will kick in. But IQ, they get the 2 kills that they were looking for. And Axel is going to back off. He's got a gem with him. Maybe to deal with the Nyx Assassin, I guess. Nyx though, on the hunt. They see Itachi Uchiha. Elsewhere, they have managed to bring down the puck. You got the Vendetta along with the Impale. Kumi comes in with the screen. They get the kill. That's 2 kills for Kumi. 3 cores there on the side to Akatsuki. Mana burn onto Axel. No Impale to follow that up. This is a really happy thing for Nyx Assassin when you got Arcane Boots as well as a Void Stone and you do not have enough mana to cast Impale. I guess that's a sign that you've been doing a lot in team fights. And IQ even get the hands on the Aegis. Kumi, he's got an Orchid now as well along with the Aegis. It is really hard for Team Akatsuki to win team fights without the Static Storm and the Burrow Strike. They need both. And with the Disruptor falling before the fight even started, things just got that much harder for Team Akatsuki. And Razor controlled for the entire duration of that fight with the shackles and being brought down. Didn't end up stealing much damage. And didn't end up doing too much either. It looks like he's going for the BKB. I partly see value in that because the Shackles did end up controlling him for a fair bit. Ooh, mid lane, Spike Carapace, Vendetta hit, Mana Burn, Impale, all and everything being thrown on Madara. Kumi comes in, he's got the Veil, doesn't use it. Burrow Strike onto 3 members on the side of Team IQ, but there's no follow-up. Orchid on the Sand King, he will be focused, but Dreamy comes in with the Waning Rift and the coil. They want to bring down Kumi, who drops the Sonic Wave, pops the Yule, stays alive. It clips on the Cream, got the Scream of Pain as well. They've taken away the Aegis, they dropped the Static Storm, but they're dropping low themselves. CO Baby manages to bring down the Razor, while Kumi goes onto the Disruptor and brings him down as well. Elsewhere, Puck being chased, Dreamy, he's not got too much to work with. They've got the Orchid as well, and they will bring him down. 4 heroes fall on the side of Team Akatsuki, while number 7 is chasing Axel in his own base. He's popped the Aquatic Shield, he's got the Border Time, he's got the Shrine, but number 7 doesn't care. However, that Solar Crest is doing some real work. He infests into a Siege Creep. And yeah, with that infest, they've got some additional pushing power on the side of IQ. Don't really need it with 4 of them dead on the side of Akatsuki. This might just be licensed for Team IQ to go high ground. Kumi building into a BKB, pushing down the bottom lane. It's just an Abaddon all by himself with the shield. What can he do? You've got the Burrow Strike, but have they got enough lockdown? No, they haven't. Kumi blinks the hell out of them. No vision for a follow-up glimpse just yet. And IQ run away scot-free. A 21,000 net worth advantage in their favor 30 minutes in. The game slowly but surely slipping away from Akatsuki. Dreamy is just started to fall off in terms of items. He's trying to build into a use. He's gone in with the Waning Rift and the coil on number 7. No one to invest into. He pops the Rage, try and fight. Goes into a dire Siege Wagon, but that's not going to stay alive for much longer. And number 7 will end up falling. 4 heroes make that 5 group up around the Lifestealer, while Itachi TPs to what should have been a safe place, that tier 3 tower, but does end up going down. The tier 3 tower will fall as well. Axel TPing in is going to take a while. Kumi prepping up to Shadow Strike, starts off with the Scream. Axel not much mana to work with. The Borrow Time gives him a little bit of HP to work with. Impale onto Dreamy. The Puck there once again, 54 seconds, no buyback to work with. Kumi chasing down the Disruptor. Disruptor hugging his Shrine, but that won't keep him alive. No place is safe for Team Akatsuki at this point. Their barracks have been taken down and IQ just steamrolling over their opponents. And yeah, something incomprehensible in Russian coming out from the Lifestealer, but this is how we feel at this point. Before you know it, Team IQ just snatched the game away from you. And I don't know, they play such a quiet, innocent, casual early game, and then they amass a goal lead and there's nothing you can do about it, and they're taking buildings and there's nothing you can do about it. They make it look so effortless. He's even got another item flying out to him. He's got the Yule Scepter. So all that control coming out from the Puck means nothing in the form of the Waning Rift. Shaman as an Axe Scepter, 32 minutes in. And he is even building towards a Blink Dagger. So the push is really coming out from Team IQ. So one of the few games we did see, so in my memory, IQ lost 2 games on the land. One was against Go Figure and one was against Entity. where they claim they baited entity into thinking that they weren't that good. I mean, that's the story. I've even seen a screenshot to back that up. But yeah, if there's any part of the game where IQ look a little weak, that's the early game. If you play an aggressive early game, you might just be able to bring them down and not give them this ridiculous start in the mid game. Speaking of ridiculous, you've got a light stealer just doing cartwheels on the ground like a little cat, infesting into a creep and getting the hell out of there, while Komi styling all over his opponents, gets a quick double kill. Zing with the impale onto two. Lifestealer follows that up with the open wound. They've got the Yules and the Abaddon. That time means nothing at this point, and Axel might just end up going down. Those shrines are not safe places to be at anymore. IQ have won the game. Akatsuki has tapped out, and once again, Team IQ with a comprehensive performance at the ESL India Premiership. Anyway, folks, that's it as far as the Dota broadcast is concerned, or maybe even the entire broadcast is concerned, not entirely sure. But we will be back with some CS tomorrow in the afternoon on D-Sport. I'm going to be watching it. Hopefully you are. But do tune in for Dota. Same time, same place, 8 p.m. My name is Vivek. This is the ESL India Premiership. And thank you so much for tuning in. Good night.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the Day 3 live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017 fall season, coming to you on the Facebook page of ESL India Premiership and the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India Premiership. Now, I thank you all who took out time to watch all the games as live stream, or either one, whichever one you fancy. Considering the match which just got done was a Dota 2 match between Intelligence Quotient and Team Akatsuki from Nepal, and Intelligence Quotient has yet again prevailed. Will they continue this winning streak, or will they succumb down the line? We'll know all about it as and when the fall season continues, but for now we bid you goodbye with the promise that we'll come back again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. IST with more Clash Royale, Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Dota 2. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, this is the ESL India Premiership 2017 fall season, brought to you by Omen, by HP, HyperX and Zabi, by BenQ. I'm Vagish Godslebhan, and we will meet again tomorrow.